Welcome children. Now grade 9 maths chapter 15. Okay. The chapter name is probability. In 8th standard you have learnt the chances of probability. Okay. So chances or probability, that means chances means today it rains, that means it may rain or may not rain. So it is uncertainty, it is uncertainty, we cannot predict. Okay, it may or may not happen. So like that is the chance of happening or not happening. So the probability means the measure of the happenings. Okay, what are the chances to happen, and out of that how much it happened, so that the ratio. Okay, so we find a measure, that is the probability. And before that, here in 9th standard, experimental or empirical probability, it is there. And you see in 8th standard you have learned about the outcomes of an experiment. That's all. Okay, just if you toss a coin, then what happened, what are the outcomes you get. Outcomes means what result you are getting of that experiment is called outcome. So we can say that outcome of tossing a coins are either head or tail. See, if we toss a coin once, so that word important, once or twice, like that. So if we toss a coin once, then you may get head or tail. For example, so tossing a coin is an experiment, you see. So here I am having the coin. Okay, this is a 5 rupee coin. On one side it is that you see head is there, and the other side it is say tail. Okay, number 5 you call it as tail. So just I am tossing, you see that head is there. Okay, so you can mark it. So first time we have head, so second time again I am tossing, you see what happens, you got tail. Okay, so tail. So third time again tail only, so third time tail. So fourth time again tail. Fifth time head. Sixth time, you see head only. So like that we can toss the coin. So tossing a coin we choose as an experiment, and 6 times I tossed this coin. Okay, you see what happens, the result in each time. First you got head, and then tail, and then tail, and then tail, and again head. So in this 6 chances, so that chance, every chance is a trial. Okay, you see the definitions are they are here. So you have to take the chapter name probability, and these definitions you have to take. So if we consider tossing a coin as an experiment, when we toss up to 6 times, okay, so you see the number of head and number of tail are same. Am I right? So like that, at one time or 2 time you may get the same outcome, but if the trial or more and more trial if you see, then the probability, that means the chances of getting head or tail becomes the closer. Okay, the number of chances become closer. That means if suppose 100 times if we toss 100 times, then head will come 50 3 and tail will come like 47. So, totally 100 times. So, you see these two numbers are some closure number, no. So, sometimes equal chances may occur 50-50 or 51-49, like that you will get. Okay. When the trial of that experiment become more and more. Okay. So, first of all, let us consider tossing a coin is an experiment. Okay. Experiment means what? It should have a result. Okay. So, experiment means in chemistry and physics, you know, the experiment means if you do it, then at the end of the experiment you will get a result or any value corresponding to that experiment. So, like that, here let us consider tossing a coin is an experiment, and trial means what? Trial means is an action. You see, tossing a coin is an action. Okay. So, which results in an outcome of an experiment. So, when I toss it, you see, now I got head. So, like that, so every trial you will have an outcome. So, like that, a trial is an action which results in an outcome of an experiment. Clear? So, in an experiment, if you start doing that experiment, so this is the action of tossing a coin, you know. Okay. So, it gives me either head or tail. So, event means what? An event for an experiment is the collection of some outcomes of the experiment. Collection of some outcomes of the experiment. So, event means, so getting head is an event. Okay. Suppose we are expecting now, suppose two teams are going to play a cricket match, and you often used to see that they will toss a coin and one will ask the toss, and they win the toss means then they will choose react to either bat or a ball. So, like that, tossing a coin is a trial, but the outcome definitely the result will come. Okay. But each result, what are the results you are getting, that are event. So, you see, an event for an experiment is the collection of some outcomes of the experiment. Okay. Suppose tossing a coin means you get head or tail. So, these are the two outcomes. So, out of these two, any one will get, you will get. So, that is called the event. Okay. Some collection of some outcomes means, for example, you know, die. Okay. You know, throwing a die. So, how many faces are there? It is nothing but a cube with 6 faces, you know. So, in each face a number from 1 to 6 will be there, or a dot will also be there. So, if 1 dot means you have to consider as 1, if 2 dot means consider as 2. So, like that you may use to see the die. So, throwing a die, you know, the possible outcomes are, possible outcomes means what are the outcomes you will get, you may get. So, that are called possible outcomes. Okay. If you toss a coin, you get only head or tail. So, any one will occur, like that. These two are the possible outcomes, but the favorable means what? Favorable means what we are expecting. Suppose head means getting head. What is the chance means? Only one chance. If you toss once, okay, a coin, if you toss once, then the chance of getting head is only one time. It may happen or may not. May head will appear or tail will appear. So, like that, throwing a die means, so out of 6 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are the 6 numbers are there. So, out of these total possible outcomes, any one you will get. So, that is called event. Or suppose I am telling getting even number, throwing a die, what are the outcomes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are the outcomes that you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, these are the total possible outcomes, but getting an even number, getting an even number, that means what? This is called event. Okay. Getting an even number is a event. So, what are the even numbers? 2, 4, 6. Am I right? So, here 3 outcomes are favorable to the event. What is the event? Getting an even number. So, getting an odd number means you see 1, 3 and 5. Am I right? So, getting an odd number means 1, 3, 5. So, these are the outcomes favorable to the event. So, that is called event means getting an even number or getting an odd number, getting a number greater than 4. Greater than 4 means what? 5 and 6 alone. So, like that the event means an event for an experiment is the collection of some outcomes of the experiment. So, from that experiment what are the possible outcomes? From that a collection of outcomes. So, these are the collection of outcomes I said. So, 2, 4, 6 means that is the even number, odd number means 1, 3, 5 you will get, and number greater than 4 means 5 and 6 you will get. So, like that these are the some examples of event. And coming to the next, probability. Now, we are coming to the main topic, what is probability? It is nothing but the ratio. Ratio means what? If you write as 2 by 3 then 2 is to 3. So, 2 by 3, okay, 2 is to 3 like that you will say. So, the numerator by denominator form. So, in this form if you write, this is called ratio. So, the empirical means that is experimental. The experiment, what experiment I taught you now? Tossing a coin. So, like that, or throwing a die is also an experiment. So, the empirical or experimental probability, like that you can say. So, the word is empirical, that means or experimental. P of E, what is that P of E? You have to read this as P of E. E means event. Okay. You can give any letter A, B, C up to Z, any letter you can give to name the event, but generally we take E, capital letter E as event. P of probability of. So, capital letter P within bracket, if you write E, capital E, then you have to read this as probability of an event E. So, like that you have to read. So, P of E. So, probability of this event E is given by P of E equal to number of trials in which E has happened. E has happened means the event. So, getting an even number is an event means 2, 4, 6 are the outcomes that you know. So, number of trials in which E has happened. So, the trials means suppose if I am tossing a coin at that time. So, throwing a die, you take an example, throwing a die. So, number of trials in E happened. E happened means that event. So, the trial, okay, in one trial 2 may come, yes or no, or 4 may come. To get even number 2 may come, 4 may come or 6 may come. So, like that favorable outcomes to the event is 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 outcomes are there. So, number of trials in which E has happened mean this is the meaning, and divided by total number of trials. Total number of trials means what? So, in each trial, so what are you are getting? So, I told you 100 times if I toss a coin, okay, 100 times if I toss a coin, then head occurs 53. Suppose I am telling event is getting head, then 53 times what you get? Head. 47 times tail. So, probability of getting head means you have to write 53 by that is 100. Okay, probability of getting head, that is the event. Getting head is equal to how many times head occurs? 53 times. So, you can get 53 times. So, each trial. So, how many trial result head means that is 53, that is called number of trials in which E has happened. So, the event is getting head. So, in how many trials? That means each trial gives an outcome. So, in 53 trial 53 head you will get. So, like that 53, that is the number of trials in that event. Okay. So, number of trials in which E happened, and divided by total means total number of trials 100. Am I right? Total number of trials 100. Out of that, in how many trials head occurs? That is the event. Getting head is the event, and in how many trials head occurs means 53. You know, each trial gives an outcome. So, in 53 trials we received head. So, 53 by 100 is the probability of getting head. Is it clear? So, these are the explanations for the definition, and we saw that experiment is tossing a coin, like that throwing a die, and you know that cards, playing cards. So, 52 cards are there in a deck of well shuffled cards, like that you will say. So, in that 52 cards are there, joker and all you should not count, only the numbers from ace card, you know that ace card, and then the face card means jack, queen, king, and then numbers from 2 to 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then J, Q, K and A are there. A means ace, A, C, E, ace, that is ace card. So, from this also you may expect the questions, and now we see some other points. So, you have to take all these points starting from here up to this you take, and these notable points I will explain you now. The probability of an event lies between 0 and 1. 0 and 1 inclusive. Inclusive means 0 may come, the value of the probability 0 may come or 1 also come, and between that also the value of the probability. So, 0 or 1 or between 0 and 1. So, that I have written 0 and 1 inclusive, 0 and 1 included. Okay. So, but the value lie between 0 and 1 and with 0 and 1. The sum of all the probabilities is 1. So, all the probabilities means I will explain you now. Suppose getting head, okay, the probability is out of the two outcomes, getting head is 1 by 2, getting tail also 1 by 2. So, in the same experiment, okay, so if one happens, other will not happen, am I right? If head occurs, tail will not occur, but separately the probability of getting head while tossing a coin is 1 by 2, okay, and for the same tail is 1 by 2. So, if we add 1 by 2 and 1 by 2 you get 1. So, in an experiment I am saying the sum of all the probabilities is 1. Okay. So, this is for one experiment. In that experiment separate event which is not connect with other. Okay. Suppose if head occurs, tail will not occur. So, such condition the sum of all the probabilities is 1. Next, the probability of a sure event is 1. So, what is called sure event means certainly it will happen. That means if you consider experiment throwing a die, getting a number less than 7, less than 7. So, what are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. The same numbers from 1 to 6, okay, you will get. You have to take all that numbers. So, less than 7 means if 1 occurs also, that is the happening for the event, corresponding to the event. So, from 1 to 6 you have to take. So, what are the total? 6. Total possible outcomes also 6. So, 6 by 6 you get 1. Is it clear? The probability of a sure event is 1, and then the probability of an impossible event is 0. Impossible means, suppose if you throw a die, suppose the event is getting the number 8, getting number 8. Is it possible? No, only from 1 to 6 you will get. So, getting 8 while throwing a die is impossible event. So, the probability is 0. The value of the value, that is value is called probability. Okay. So, the probability of an impossible event is 0. Is it clear? So, you have to take all these points. So, you can have example for the probability of an event lies between 0 and 1 means, suppose a coin is tossed, once. A coin is tossed once. What are the outcomes? Head, tail. So, this is just explanation, do not write this. Okay. Head and tail are the outcomes. So, event I am telling getting head, getting a head. So, P of E is what? 1 by 2. So, one head will occur divided by the total number of possible outcomes is 2. So 1 by 2 is the probability of getting head. Okay, P of if you put H means, then you can have P of H, any name you can give. So without confusion I am telling that this is E, and P of E bar, you see, E means getting head, E bar means that is opposite to that chance, that is the getting head is event, opposite that event is tail only. So getting tail, that probability is the same 1 by 2. Okay, so E bar, these are opposite events. E means getting head, E bar means getting tail. So these are the two opposite events. So one will not affect the other. If this occurs, the probability is 1 by 2. If this occurs, that means getting tail, the probability is 1 by 2. If you add these two, that is sum of all the probabilities of this experiment. So this is the meaning for this. And the first one, probability means nothing but the value that is lie between 0 and, you know, this value is 0.5 and this value is also 0.5. So that means less than, between 0 and 1. The probability value lies between 0 and 1. So if you add these two, these are the opposite events. Anyhow, if you add, this is separate event, this is separate event, this is getting head, this is getting tail. So 1 by 2, 1 by 2, you get, if you add, you get 1. So that is called sum of all the probabilities. So the experiment is 1. And the probability of a sure event means throwing a die is a experiment. If you take throwing a die or rolling a die, any word you can use, rolling or throwing. Rolling a die once. So what happens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the possible outcomes. So total number of outcomes is 6, you know. If you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that is total number of outcomes is 6. So event E. So what is that? Getting a number less than 7. Less than 7. So what happens? Less than 7 means if you roll a die, to get less than 7 means all these you can get. So all these are relevant to this event. Am I right? So you have to take all these outcomes. So probability of this event is, okay, number of favorable is, that means number of trials in which E happened means this event to happen, this event, all these may occur. So that also 6. Total number of means what? We have to count what are the favorable outcomes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6. And total also, total number of possible outcomes of that experiment is also 6, though you get 1. So this is the best example for this point. The probability of a sure event is 1. And then the probability of an impossible event means, so getting, suppose the event you take as A, getting a number 8. So P of A, probability of the event A is 0 by 6, that is 0. Am I right? So no 8 you will get while rolling a die once, only up to 6 only you get. So 8 will not occur. So impossible event, so the probability is 0. So like that, one more question you may expect, and now we will move to the exercise. And now in page number 278, you see example 3 is there. To understand well that sum of all probabilities is 1, that is the best example in page number 278. Page number 278, example 3. Okay, you see in the book. Okay, now A die is thrown 1000 times with the frequencies for the outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6 as given in the following table. Okay, you know what the table is there. So, before going to this exercise, we will see this example. Okay, you see 179, 2 150 and then 3 157, 4 149 and then 5 175 and then number 6 190. Is it clear? It is given. A die is thrown 1000 times. A die is thrown 1000 times. You see, 1000 times. So, just for your understanding, okay, no need to copy this. So, a die is thrown 1000 times. How many times? 1000 times. And the frequencies for the outcomes. So, you know, if a die, if you throw a die means these are the outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are the outcomes. So, how many times each outcome occurs? So, that is the question given. So, 1 that is 179 times. So, like that it given up to 6 is 190 times. Okay. Find the probability of getting each outcome. Probability of getting each outcome. So, each outcome means you take probability of getting one. How many? How to write this? Number of trial, that is 179 times. So, 179 times number 1 occurs out of that total number of trials. Number of trials in which E happened. E is what? That is number 1. The outcome number 1, how many times? 179 times. That is the numerator. And the denominator, total number of trials. So, total number means 1000. So, you have to put 1000. Is it clear? So, like that P of 2, the number 2 occurs how many times? 150. So, 150 trial, okay, the result is number 2. So, you have to write 150 by 1000. Is it clear? And then P of 3, how many times occurs? 157 by 1000. You see, this is the probability of each outcome. So, each event, getting 1 is an event, getting 2 is an event. So, all these are the probability of the separate event. So, like that you have to give the probability. This value if you find, definitely easy. In decimal if you try to write means 0.179 will come. Am I right? But no need to write that. But if you try to write in decimal, you get 0.179, which is less than 1. So, only I told you the probability of an event lies between 0 and 1. Is it clear? And now, no need to write the decimal and all, just for understanding how the first point is coming. Okay. So, 0 and 1 means between 0 and 1 how he is getting, and P of 2 means 150 by 1000, P of 3 means 153 by 1000, and then you see P of 4 getting number 4 how many times? 149 by 1000, and getting 5 is how many times? 175 by 1000. Getting the number 6 is how many times? 190 by 1000. Okay. Now, what I am trying to say is, if we add all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all these probability lie between the value, I am saying about the value, all these probability values lie between 0 and 1, and if we add all these, okay, in one experiment, that is thrown, a die is thrown 1000 times, that is the rolling a die or throwing a die is an experiment. So, these are the probabilities of each event. If you add all these, definitely you get 1. You see, if you add one some numerator, what will happen? Probability of, that is all the probability, sum of all the probability of, that means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus P of 4 plus P of 5 plus probability of 6. So, what happens? You have to add like this 179 by 1000 plus. So, you look, all the denominators are same. So, generally you put the denominator as common, right? Commonly we can put. So, So 179 and then 150 and then 157 and then 149, 175 and then you look, there is 190 plus 190. So if you add all these, definitely you will get 1000 by 1000, which is nothing but 1. Is it clear? So this is the meaning of this point. Sum of all the probabilities is 1. So now we will move to the first sum of the exercise 15.1. First sum. Now you have to take exercise 15.1 first sum. You see what is given there. In a cricket match, a batswoman, you see a lady hits a boundary 6 times out of 30 balls she plays. So how many balls she played? So you have to take total number of balls she played equal to 30. So number of balls she hit boundary equal to 6. So it is given 6 times that batswoman hits a boundary. So number of balls she hit boundary is 6. And the question is, find the probability that she did not hit a boundary. So did not means, so you have to find, this implies number of balls she did not hit a boundary is equal to from 36 balls boundary. So remaining 24 balls she did not hit a boundary. So now we have to find the probability for this event. So therefore probability of, that is P of, okay, she did not hit a boundary is equal to 24 by 30. You know, this is the number of trials in which the event happened. So 24 is what? Did not hit a boundary, that is the event. For that event you have to find the probability. Suppose if you assume the event name as E, then simply we can put P of E. Okay. So like that, here 24 is the event in which that woman did not hit boundary divided by total number of trials. So total, how many balls, that is here comes total number of trials. So here number of balls she played, total number of balls 30. So 24 by 30 is the answer, and if you want you can simplify using the common table. So 6 4 by 5. Okay, 6 4s are 24, 6 5s are 30. So this is the final value of the probability. And now we move to the next question. Question number 2. You see a table is given there, number of girls in a family, number of families. Okay. In a family, number of girls in a family, and then number of families. That is what given there. Just I am taking the table, you can see in the book itself 210 and the value 475, 814 and then 211. So, this is the table given there. So, this row is number of girls in a family and this is number of family. So, this means what? 2 girls in 475 family. So, for 475 family have 2 girls, 814 family have only 1 girl, okay, 1, and 211 family have no girls. So, it means 0 means no girls. So, like that you have to understand from this table. And the question 1500 families. So, total number of families is equal to 1500, that is the total. In this 1500 family, 2 children were selected randomly. So, randomly means what? Any 2, okay. So, without seeing, if you select, that is called random, like that you can say, and the following data were recorded. So, this is the data, okay. And the question part, compute the probability of a family. Compute means you have to calculate the probability of a family chosen at random having 2 girls. The first option, 2 girls. So, this is the first option given. So, what is the probability of the family having 2 girls? So, you know 2 girls, how many family? 475. So, probability of 2 girls is equal to, you have to say how many families have 2 girls, that is 475. You have to write this in the numerator divided by the total, that is total family is 1500. This is the answer, very easy, okay. So, probability of 2 girls is nothing but how many family having 2 girls, that is 475, number of families having 2 girls you have to write here divided by the total number of family. So, you have to understand like this, okay. But here we have talked about the trials, this here that is total family, you have to take it as total number of trial, and in the numerator number of trial, that is 475 family having 2 girls. So, that is the event given here. So, this is the event, clear. And option 2, it is given 1 girl. You have to find the probability for the families having 1 girl. So, how many families having 1 girl? 814. So, probability of 1 girl, families having 1 girl, that is 814 by 1500. And then option 3, no girl, it is given no girl. So, in word they have given no girl, that means what? 0. In number if you say 0, in word no girl. So, probability of no girl, family having no girl is equal to, that is what? 211. No girl means that is 0 girl. How many families having no girl? That is 211. Do not get confused, do not put 0 in the numerator, clear. So, no girl means number of families having no girl, that means 0. In number, the number of girls is 0. How many families? 211. So, you have to write 211 by 1500. So, if you want, you can simplify this, okay. Otherwise, just you leave it as it is. So, this is what you have to do, and we move to the next question. So, now coming to question number 3. You see, in the question number 2, if you simplify, you will get the answer, the finalized answer, okay. And now coming to question number 3, refer to example 5 section 14.4 chapter 14. So, it means you have to take that page number, okay. That question is there in the previous chapter, you have to take that question here and you have to find the probability for the given question. Find the probability that a student of the class was born in August. So, this question is page number 247, 247 page 247. That question, the data is in the page number 247 and you have to take that data as the question of this question number 3. So, you see, so this is the question, it is given page number 247. Is it clear? And then the data, the graphical data is given. So, I will read out. In a particular section of class 9, 40 students were asked about the months of their birth. So, birth means in which month a student born, like that the data is given, and out of 40 students, it is in the graphical data, it is given that on the month of January 3 students were born, and in the month of February 4 students, like that it is given up to December. Okay. But in this question they are asking, find the probability that a student of the class was born in August. So, August means in the month of August how many children, how many students were born, you have to find. So, the data is given there. So, from that graphical data I am telling, and you yourself can easily find that. So, you can see that in August month, okay, 6 students were born. How many students? 6. So, easily you can write the answer. So, total number of students, this is solution. Okay. Total number of students equal to 40. So, number of students were born in August. Equal to 6. How I got this 6? In that graph, in the August month 6 students were born, like that it is given, you can easily observe it and take that data, that is 6. So, probability of number of students were born in the month of August. Okay, I had to write like this. This is equal to 6 by 40. 6 by 40, and if you simplify, you can have 2 3 by 20. So, like that you can give the final answer. You have to simplify. So, this is the probability of the number of students who were born in the month of August. Coming to question number 4, a table is given, outcome frequency. So, you have to take that, or you just see in the book itself, but I have to write for your explanation, for your understanding. Clear? This is frequency, like that given, 3 heads, 2 heads. Two heads and then 1 head, and then no head. So, like that it was given, and the frequency 23, 72, 77 and then 28. So, this is what given in the table, and you see I will read out the question. 3 coins are tossed simultaneously 200 times. So, total number of times tossed equal to 200. So, from the question you have to take like this: 3 coins are tossed simultaneously. Simultaneously means at a time. Okay, I tossed you only 1 coin. So, 3 coins means, so 2 only you can toss, but if another one support us means 3 coins. tossed simultaneously, and the following outcome happened. So, it is given in the table, that is 3 heads. So, 3 coins means, you see, 1 coin, another coin, this is another coin. So, 3 coins tossed simultaneously means at a time. So, 3 heads means what? Head, head, head. So, this is 1 coin, this is second coin, this is third coin. So, like this if it occur, then you can take this as 3 heads. So, how many times like this? 23 times. So, 3 heads occurs how many times? 23 times. Is it clear? And 2 heads means, for example, head, head, and this may be tail. So, from this happening, you can take that is here only 2 head. So, or here if tail occurs, there may be head. So, anyhow, out of these 3 coins, 2 heads. How many times occurs 2 heads? 72 times. 1 head means, say any 1 coin will appear head, other 2 tail. So, like this 77 times, and no head means all the 3 tail only. If it occurs tail, 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 then there is no head. So, like that we can count. So, they are given like this, no head means 28 times. Okay, this is what given there, and you have to find the probability for the given event. So, these are the explanation how they given the table. And now, if the 3 coins are simultaneously tossed again, compute the probability of 2 heads coming up. Okay, suppose, so if the experiment is like this, suppose if the 3 coins are tossed again, so what is the probability of 2 heads coming up? 2 heads. So, 2 heads means what? You see here. So, how many 2 heads comes up? 72. So, total number of times the coin tossed is 200 times. So, number of times 2 heads, because the question is probability of 2 heads. Number of times 2 heads coming up equal to, from the table you can have 72. How many times? 72 times. So, the probability, therefore, probability of 2 heads coming up is equal to, so number of times 2 heads coming up 72, by total number of times is 200. So, you can have 72 by 200, and this is the probability of 2 heads coming up. And if you simplify, you can have that this is, if you cancel by 8 table, you can have 8 9s are 72, and this is 8 25s are 100. Am I right? So, this is the final answer. So, like that we have to do it, and rest of the sums you will see in the next class. And for this, up to this worksheet will be sent to you, a few problems, and you do that, and after that in the next class we will see the rest of the problems. Thank you, children.